Here we are in Chapter 5 review exercises, numbers 21 through 25. Number 21, 14 is what percent of 80? We're going to write an equation, then solve. So 14 is what percent of 80? Oh, once we have an equation, we know how to solve for x. Go through this whole process. All we need to do is divide by 80. Divide by 80. So 14 divided by 80. Let me see. That's the same as 8 divided into 1.4, right? Move the decimal once, move the decimal once. 8 goes into 1. Nope. 8 goes into 14. Let's put a few zeros here. 8 goes into 14 one time. 1 times 8 is 8. Subtract, and we get a 6. Drop down the 0. 8 goes into 60. What is that? 7 times. 7 times 8 is 56. Yes. Subtract, and we get a 4. Drop down the 0. 8 goes into 40 5 times. Evenly. Yeah, nothing left over on that. So x is 0.175. It says change it into a percent. So we get 17.5%. Good deal. Number 22. What, that's an x, is 37% is 0.37 of, which is times 754. So 754 times 0.37. 7 times 4 is 28. Carry the 2. 7 times 5 is 35. Plus 2 is 37. Carry that 3. 7 times 7 is 49. Plus 3 is 52. Okay, then put a 0 for that next column that we're timesing. 3 times 4 is 12. Carry the 1. 3 times 5 is 15. Plus 1 is 16. Carry a 1 again. 3 times 7 is 21. Plus 1 is 22. Okay, now we add 8 plus 0 is 8. 7 plus 2 is 9. 2 plus 6 is 8. 5 plus 2 is 7. 2 is just a 2. And we have 2 decimal places behind the 2 digits behind the decimal. So 278.98. That is 37% of 754. Good. Next one. 137 is 20% of what? Let's write the equation. 137 is 20%. That's a 0.2. Remember, we go 2 places. So 0.20 of what? So times x. We have an equation. Happy math land. Let's divide by 0.2. Divide by 0.2, and we'll get it. 137 divided by 0.2. Now, if we move the decimal once to the left, then that's just a 2. Once to the right, and that's a 0 there. So 2 goes into 13 6 times. 6 times 2 is 12. Subtract, and we get 1. Drop down the 7. 2 goes into 17. 8 times. 8 times 2 is 16. Subtract, we get a 1. Drop down a 0. 2 goes into 10. 5 times evenly. So the answer is x is 685. And we're good to go. All right, number 24. 54 is what percent of 120? We got an equation. We can, there's no fractions, no decimals, no many x's, not even an addition subtraction. We're down at step 3, divide by 120. Divide by 120. So we get 54 divided by 120. I think we can, let me see, we could divide by, can we reduce this fraction? Let's divide by 6 and 6. We get 9 over 20, I think. Yeah, 9 divided by 20, that'll be a little bit easier. 9 divided by 20, move the decimal over, that's 2. Move the decimal over, goes into 0.9. Put a 0, a couple of them there. 2 goes into 9 4 times. The decimal, 4 times 2 is 8. Subtract, it's a 1. Drop down a 0. 2 goes into 10 5 times. Comes out nice and even. So x equals 9/20. X equals 0.45. And then we need it as a percent. That's why we had to change it into a decimal, and we get 45%. Good deal. All right, last one. Number 25. The original price is 192.56. The tax is 7.3%. What's the final price? The formula that we have is that the price plus the tax rate times the price equals the final. So the original, okay, so here's that formula. Notice that we've got to take 0.073 times 192.56 and then add it to the 192.56. Okay, that's our formula. And we actually don't have to do any algebra to solve it. We just have to compute those numbers. So go ahead and let's times this by 0.073 right here. 3 times 6 is 18, carry the 1. 3 times 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16, carry the 1. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 3 times 9 is 27, carry the 2. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5. Put a 0 for that next column. 7 times 6 is 42. 7 times 5 is 35, plus 4 is 39. 7 times 2 is 14, plus 3 is 17. 7 times 9 is 63, plus 1 is 64. And 7 times 1 is 7, plus 6 is 13. Let's add these guys up. 8 plus 0 is 8, 6 plus 2 is 8, 7 plus 9 is 16. 1 plus 7 plus 7 is 15. 1 plus 5 plus 4 is 10. 1 plus 3 is 4, 1. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits behind the decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're at 14.05688. And if we're in dollars and cents, we're going to round to that place right there. That guy kicks it up, so it's 1406. 1406 gets added onto the 192.56. Gets added on 14.06. 6 plus 6 is 12. Carry the 1. 5 plus 1 is 6. Decimal comes down. 2 plus 4 is 6. And 9 plus 1 is 0. Carry the 1. And 1 plus 1 is 2. 206.62. We should put that dollar sign on there. There we go. Excellent. Good.